beautiful downtown San Jose. It's off night. In the studio tonight, we have a message from SV Pride. Comedy from Jackie Keliiaa. Music from Trevor Stohl of Character Select. Plus, Phil's 5 free relationship advice from Dear Dudes and our house band, that dollop of a duo, Drunk Monk. Now, help me welcome your hosts, Mr. Atu Walker and Mighty Mike Mcgee.
Hey, Mr. Mighty Mike Mcgee is very fast. Like, he got up here faster than me this time.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I am a surprisingly quick.
Yeah, you
like
got a
I
little
don't look
shuffle to
it.
you.
I don't look it. I look like I'm a shuffler. You know, I look like I'm a shuffler. But no. I'm that guy in a very busy mall at Christmas time. I'm the guy who could just weave in and out of a crowd, no problem.
I love, my favorite thing to do in life is going to the mall and leaving within 30 minutes.
Oh yeah.
It is like a science, bro.
And I'm the wingman of time.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm time's wingman. So if
Ooh.
Atu says, man, can we just get in and out of there in like 30 minutes? I'm going to be like, dude, I'll get us out in 27.
Yeah, let's go. Boom,
We'll do
we
it.
get it now. Bing, bing.
Folks, this is my dear friend Atu Walker over here.
Yeah, this is my dear friend, the mightiest of all Mike Mcgee's.
Hi, folks. And of course, behind us right here, we have the ones, the onlys, the duo, Drunk Monk, everyone.
Yeah,
Please
give it up for
to
Drunk Monk. Yes. They like Legos. You guys like Legos? Done deal. They play with Legos.
Sure.
I don't know why.
Sure.
I don't know why I said that.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can brick it.
Atu just picked me up from the airport this
That's right.
afternoon.
That's
It was
right,
like
yes.
around 4:45 or so. I stepped out onto the curb at SJC.
Yeah, I was in a cell phone waiting area watching people pick their noses.
How was that?
It was weird. It was like weird. It's like 3 different cars pulled up, and the first thing they did while sitting next to me was just get out.
Just get it all in there, like to the wrist.
And then like one of the guys just like kind of looked at it and was like, and then still and you know.
Wow. Okay.
At least one of the persons had to like, oh, I'll just wipe this off with a napkin, and then I saw them grab like the hand sanitizer and do it, you know, and then wash their hands and all that. But I'm just like, yo, B, like I know how COVID spread. It's the nose pickers, for sure.
They said that there was a
Nose
study.
pickers,
There was
bro.
a study that went out.
And I don't come out the bathroom with my hands washed, people. Like, no matter what the situation. You've seen them. Some of y'all, them people. I'm stressed to y'all.
Some of you are the no hand washers.
Wash your hands.
Yeah.
I don't care. It don't matter. You're doing a common courtesy for me. Just do it for me.
Folks, our ancestors from thousands of years ago all died at the age of 29 because they did not wash their hands.
Yes. We learned from the raccoons.
We learned. Yeah, they learned
We
from
watched
the
raccoons. It's like, hey, that might be a good idea, buddy.
Yeah. Man, that weird-looking cat likes to clean its apples. You know?
Why is that cat doing that?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I wonder how many animals were just grouped together in one, like, this is the cat.
Yeah.
The cat, like...
Or the variants of names based on cultures and activities. Like, obviously, the names that we know now are because of colonization, but I just wonder what the original names were, like what the first name was.
The first name of, like, a cat.
Yeah. But we don't know it as a cat. It's
No.
definitely not whatever that Latin name is.
Feline?
I don't know. We don't
Felis?
know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about
Yeah.
culture stuff. We're like boring our crowd. They want us to talk about
The
something
crowd's like,
else.
oh, is that what this show's all about?
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, okay.
We came here to educate you on culture.
Yeah, we want you to know what's like. Atu, what did you do this weekend?
I had music in the park on Friday.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got to host MC Music in the Park. Hey, shouts out to the Metro, man. They put on a good show. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Metro.
Tony Lindsay was out there, and then the Limousines, and then CeeLo Green headlined.
That is an interesting lineup. That's three people who have no business performing together.
Hey, but sometimes you get a good mix. You get a mix that's like, oh, okay.
It's very eclectic. Yeah. Turns into We Are the World. Yeah.
We are the world.
Yeah.
We are the...
No, keep going. We can't wait.
Yeah. It was one of those wispy kind of songs, like,
I don't know about Wispy.
Wispy?
Did you hear the duet bridge between Stevie Wonder and Bruce Springsteen? Come on.
Man, that was...
It's power.
Yeah.
Power packed. Oh, my Lord. Folks, I was in Portland, Oregon this weekend. I did a few poetry shows.
How'd that go?
It's what I do when I'm off work. I do poetry.
How much do you love Portland?
How much do I love Portland?
Yeah.
Well, I lived there. I lived there for 13 months between 2011 and 2012.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But I loved someone else even more and followed them further north to Bellingham.
Oh, Bellingham, Washington.
Bellingham, Washington.
Yeah.
Which I also love. So anyone in Portland or Bellingham, Washington right now, I love you for being in that city.
You're pretty awesome.
You're very awesome.
With your vegan donuts.
Yeah, we have vegan donuts too.
I know, but I feel like...
Shout out to the vegan donut shop over on 10th and Santa Clara Street.
There you go.
That place is dope.
Underrated right there.
Underrated. They're always open every day.
Why are vegan donuts better than donuts?
What? They're not. They're just, when's the last time you had a really good vegan buttermilk donut?
Oh, never.
Never, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah. So I'm saying, there are certain donuts that can't be vegan.
Okay.
Now don't get me wrong. I like vegan food. I like it a lot. I prefer it. But buttermilk donut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. I don't have to say anything else.
Dipping in some coffee.
Buttermilk donut. Coffee and a buttermilk donut.
Or hot cocoa. Man. Somebody was drinking hot cocoa earlier, I saw.
There's still, is it done? Did you finish your hot cocoa?
Oh, good.
You are a hot cocoa champion.
Boom. I like to see drinks like that ordered in public,
Yeah, just let me get a hot cocoa.
Yeah, a Christmas in a park, you see the kids with the candy canes and all the ornaments and everything on top of there, and they're dipping in it, and they got the frosting on their nose.
Oh, dude, but you know what though? Seriously, the abuelita hot chocolate, the Mexican hot chocolate with a churro. Come on. I'm my blood sugar's through the roof already just thinking about it. Just thinking about it.
That's a good time, man. You dip that in there, and okay.
It's funny how it's cloudy and it was misty today.
Yeah, you immediately.
And now we're already Christmas. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, let's get it over with.
We're ready. Who's ready for autumn?
I don't want to wait
Anyone
6
ready for
months.
autumn? Yeah, I could do
it. I like the breeze that happens, that cold ass breeze, but something about it just makes me feel like, oh yeah, this is a good time right here.
Well, it's also probably because we're big dudes, so we just run hot.
That extra ventilation.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
Yeah,
that's why I'm that's the only reason my Scottish self is I should wear a kilt. You guys should wear a kilt.
A kilt? No,
dude,
don't do that.
Kilts keep things dry. It's weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
so now it's time for us our first segment of the night.
Yeah.
We open the show with this.
Yeah, every show.
Our video director is Jake. Can we give it up for Jake, folks? Gosh, Jake is... If anything comes up on the screen while we're talking, that's Jake. That's Jake doing it. That's Jake telling you something about, that maybe we don't know about or forgot to tell you about.
That's Jake breakdancing with the keys.
Exactly. And so what we're going to do right now is we're going to play Something's Off with Jake.
It's a game.
And it's a game where he's going to show us 3 news articles.
Yes.
Or news
stories.
segments, 3 stories.
And we got to guess which ones are
We got to figure out which one is off.
Yeah,
which one's not quite right. Yeah. And you're going to help us. So we're going to go ahead and go to the first news segment here.
Yeah. What do we got?
43-year-old Valley Christian staff member arrested on Thursday for allegedly paying students for explicit photos.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Oh, I really hope this isn't true. But I think it sounds like it is. It sounds like...
it's, it feels like it's true because it's Valley Christian. You know what I mean? That just makes it feel true,
Yeah. I like how the unspecific they were with the which staff member it was. It didn't say.
Well, it probably says it in the article.
Yeah.
Right?
That's wild. Who has time for all that?
Clearly, some 43-year-old loser has time for it. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one to say whether or not that one's. I mean, it's off. It's off no matter what. We'll just say that. Yeah. That story is off no matter what.
That's weird. That's 100%.
That's weird. Wow. That's real weird.
All right, let's go to the next one.
All right, Jake. Number 2. Newly uncovered emails show Live Nation tried to buy the San Jose Civic in 2021, but Team San Jose declined to sell. I did hear about that.
What?
I did hear that Live Nation tried to buy the San Jose Civic.
This is some tea.
But I don't know if it's because Team San Jose declined it.
I don't think they offered enough.
I think maybe Live Nation just backed out too. So I don't know. That's a tough one.
Well, I think it's Team San Jose is a union shop. Everything they do is union.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Yeah,
that might be why.
Maybe Live Nation is
not
not interested.
That seems like a very politics thing. Let's go to the next one.
Does. All right, next one, Jake.
What do we got?
Air quality advisory extended through Tuesday. EPA says pollutant levels are increased due to damage from Hurricane Hillary.
Huh? What is it? What are you doing, Jake?
Actually, you know what? The pollutant levels. I think that one's off. I think that one's off, and I think the pollutant levels are actually from the fires up in Canada.
Whoa.
You know what? That's my vote.
Yeah,
I'm going to say it's number 3. Number 3 is off.
I'm confused by all 3. I feel like
they're the world is on fire.
Yeah.
Everything sucks. Live Nation won't buy stuff.
Yeah. I would much like hearing a news story like the bonobos invented teleporting or something.
The bonobos invented teleporting.
I don't know.
I like it. I'm down for it. All right, what do you guys think? Which one? 1, 2, or 3? 3 is off? 3 is off? Yeah, okay. Everyone's voting on 3 for the most part.
I don't know what to say.
What do we got, Jake? Air quality is just due to smoke from wildfires, not to be pro-hurricane, but I'm kind of enjoying the cool, cloudy weather Hillary's bringing. Me too.
Yeah, there you go.
I was dead on. That's the first.
I think that's the first time you were right.
That's the first time I've ever been right.
There you go. Good job.
Thanks, Jake. Thanks for throwing me one. I owe you $15.
I feel like earlier before they were in the back, they were talking for a while.
I was just like, Jake, come on, man. Just give me one this time.
I feel like the setup is on.
Atu's always winning this one. But the crowd was with me though too.
Good.
The crowd was with me.
Hey, give it up for the crowd, man. Give it up for yourselves. You guys are adorable.
I'm gonna stop you there. When the bonobos invent teleportation, I'm tricking both of you for sure. Yes. Can I just say something real quick? Whenever a host says, "Give it up for yourselves," I feel like what we should be saying is, "Hey staff, let's clap for the audience," and the audience just sits there quietly while just like 5 people clap for the audience. I think that'd be funnier. Yeah.
Hold your applause for yourself.
Hold your applause for yourself so that we can clap for you.
Yeah.
Ladies, gentlemen, and others. Next up is our
one of our favorite segments.
One of our absolute favorite segments.
We do this segment because we love it so much.
It's an important segment. It's
very
important, right? Because people need to know. The whole purpose of Off Night, as many of you might know, those of you who don't, the whole purpose of Off Night is so we can let people know what is happening what's happening in San Jose, where it's happening, what's a good spot for you to go and get some food, what kind of things are taking place. And we have a dear friend of ours who wanted to come on the show early on. He's been on just almost every episode.
Let's go.
If not by video, then in person.
Yes.
To let us know about some free events happening. So please welcome up to the stage, Mr. Phil Maresca for Phil's 5 Free. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Yeah.
You know, it's Cinequest week.
It is Cinequest.
I got my shirt on.
Yeah.
I was at the opening night party last week, almost a week ago. That was awesome.
Yeah.
They did it outside, and the weather was perfect, and they had all the buildings lit up in City View Plaza. It was quite a nice event.
That sounds dope.
Yeah, very good. So it's like Jazz last week, Cinequest this week, Pride this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
It's just events everywhere. We're a big event city.
Events
really
galore.
We are a big event city.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some free stuff.
Yes.
Okay?
Phil's 5 Free.
Okay, tonight on Phil's 5 Free, we're going to start on Wednesday. There's a new thing going on down at the fairgrounds. It's called Fairgrounds Live, It's every Wednesday night at 4:30 to 7:30.
Okay.
There's free live music and free parking. I mean, you never have free parking at the fairgrounds. So it's free parking, there's food trucks, and a night market. It's every Wednesday through September 27th.
That's
Wow.
dope.
Okay?
Yeah.
I think I might stop by and see what's cracking with that.
Also on Wednesday, right here in this building, downstairs at Dr. Funk, there's a fundraiser for Maui.
Okay.
It's free to attend, but 100% of all the food and drink and raffle tickets, all that money goes to Maui Strong.
All
So
right,
they're
give
gonna
it up for
donate all the
Maui
money.
Strong.
So go down and eat and drink some tiki drinks and buy raffle tickets. That is
That's
this
tomorrow?
Wednesday.
Yeah. Or Wednesday.
Wednesday, yes. Dr. Funk is at 29 North San Pedro, and it's hosted by our pal Sal Pizarro.
All right, give it up for South
Okay.
Pizarro.
Okay, and then one more thing on Wednesday. Wednesday's a good day this week.
Yeah.
There's also CineQuest, but those are movies you got to pay for.
Okay.
But a free event called Paint the City on Post Street.
Wow.
They're going to do a Paint the City on Post. It's from 5 to 9, and they provide. It's a free event. It's done by Viva Parks. They provide the paint. They provide the things to paint on and the chairs to sit in and everything. And that's for 50 people. The first 50 registered get to play Picasso and then take home their masterpiece. And
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, the Viva Parks website, you go and sign up. The first 50 people get to paint for free.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And then coming up on Thursday. Now, here's an interesting one. First of all, we learned last week that everything's happening on Thursday nights.
Thursday night
So
is a
Thursday
popular
night
night.
is the night to go out here
It really
in town
is.
if you
That's
want
what we
free
heard.
stuff. So in addition to everything else, here's one that just popped up, literally.
Yeah.
Thursday from 4 to 8, there is a plant-based junk food pop-up
Where?
Oh, yes.
at Clandestine Brewing
heard
down
about
on South First Street. Yep. This national touring vegan pop-up called Vulture Foods is going to be cooking there, and they're dropping into South First, this brewery, and they're doing fresh vegan food, and you put that with great local beers.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds like fun. You
Yeah,
guys like
that's-
vegan food?
Thursday from 4 to 8.
All right.
Okay. And that's right down the street from Pobladores.
It's right down the street.
And then also on Friday the 25th, once a month there's this event called Feast Mode, where they get 15 different food trucks. It's going to be on the newly opened Park Avenue. Did you guys know that Park Avenue, after 2.5 years,
Oh,
is
yeah.
finally
Finally.
reopened? Yeah, finally. So they're celebrating that, and they're bringing out a whole bunch of food trucks and great beers. That's happening on Park Avenue Friday from 4 to 10 p.m. It's called Feast Mode, and there's one in September again, and then 2 more in October. So
All right. Feast mode. Let's go.
Feast Mode, okay?
That's a lot of good food on that list there.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot
Yep.
of great.
I'm starting to follow more food stuff, I think.
Yeah. Everybody likes a good sandwich.
Yes, everybody, and food trucks right now are really killing it.
Yeah.
They
There's
really
so much
are.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Give it up for your favorite local food truck, everybody.
Yeah?
And also keep that applause going for one Mr. Phil Maresca, everyone.
Yes, Mr. San Jose.
Thank you,
Now,
guys. Enjoy.
woo! Oh my goodness.
Boom,
So
boom.
I will say this: it does make me happy that there are more and more food trucks popping up around San Jose.
I think it's
but-
better than having. I think food trucks are happening because like they're mobile, they can go anywhere. But then like the food that they make is so good, you know.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like I love the fact that like, it's like you tell,
Yeah.
growing up I was told like if somebody ever tells you, offers you food or something to eat from their vehicle, you don't take it. Don't take it. But now we're just like, take my Visa now, give me tater tots.
Yeah.
you know?
But I didn't grow up like that. We had ice cream trucks and unsupervised at time when I was a youngster. So I used to steal money out of the couch and then go to the ice cream truck.
It's not stealing from the couch.
Is it?
No.
Is it not?
No, the change in the couch belongs to anyone who finds it.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned.
I'll remember that next time I'm at Macy's.
Now, my mom had. I'm not gonna. I'm admitting this, but my mom had a vast collection of purses.
Wow.
And so her closet floor was just covered in old purses, right? And she would just swap out a
So
purse from time to
sometimes you
time.
get lucky with a purse.
Oh, I got real lucky because there were days where I'd go through all the purses and I'd pull out like $17 in change.
Whoa!
Because she wouldn't clear
You
out
were
all the change.
balling in the
yeah.
90s.
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
It was great.
A lot
Those
of
were good
tacos.
times. Yeah. It's been a while, so there's probably a lot more money in those purses now.
Been a while.
Yeah. Folks, I wanted to. Phil had mentioned, we've been talking about, we kind of mentioned SV Pride is coming up this weekend.
Yes, it is.
And we reached out to them. We said, hey, do you want to tell folks a little bit more about SV Pride?
Yeah.
And they sent us a video.
So you guys want to check this out?
You guys want to watch a video from SV Pride? Let's check that out. Jake, if you wouldn't mind queuing that up for us right now, I'd really appreciate it. Let him.
In the heart of Silicon Valley, a vibrant celebration awaits you.
It's time to live out proud at the Silicon Valley Pride Festival and Parade.
Join us on August 26th and 27th at Plaza de Cesar Chavez Park in downtown San Jose for an unforgettable weekend of joy, love, and acceptance.
Bring your whole family and experience the magic of Silicon Valley Pride. This festival is designed with you in mind, offering a perfect balance of fun and inclusion for all ages.
Get ready to dance to incredible live performances, witness breathtaking shows, and be inspired by the talent on our stages.
It's a non-stop celebration of diversity and unity. Explore the vendor tents filled with unique products and services that support and uplift the LGBTQ+ community.
From local artisans to community organizations, there's something for everyone. On August 26th, join us for the Nite Festival from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m.
And don't miss the highlight of the weekend, the parade, on August 27th, from 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. After the parade, continue the festivities at the Day Festival, from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Tickets are only $5 each day and can be purchased at the entrance. Once you have your ticket, you'll receive a special wristband to enter the festival grounds.
Silicon Valley Pride has a rich history, dating back to 1975. From a small gay rights rally, it has grown into the largest pride celebration in the South Bay.
This year, we're honoring 48 years of progress, celebrating love, and embracing our diverse community. The LGBTQ+ movement has come a long way because of the brave individuals who fought for equality.
We stand together, refusing to be silenced or erased. Now more than ever, making our voices heard and celebrating our uniqueness is crucial.
Silicon Valley Pride is your opportunity to be part of a historic celebration.
So please mark your calendars, invite your friends, and join us at the Silicon Valley Pride Festival and Parade on August 26th and 27th.
Together, let's live out proud.
Give it up for SV Pride, folks.
All right, Silicon Valley Pride. It's going to be fun times.
So we asked Phil back on stage because I messed up and sent him away. But I wanted to ask Phil, you being somebody who has been involved with SV Pride for a number of years, can you tell us why is Silicon Valley Pride in August when the national Pride is in June?
No, it's a good question. June has always been Pride Month because it comes from Stonewall, which happens the third weekend in June. So that's kind of when everybody started it. But as Pride celebrations grew across the country, there were too many to happen all at the same time. And so Silicon Valley also found out that, Santa Cruz has one, San Francisco has a very big one, LA has one, West Hollywood has one, San Diego has one. So there were a lot going on in California in June. So they decided to let's pick our own weekend and chose the end of August. And it's made sense. Since they made that choice, the numbers at the festival have really grown.
Yeah.
We're not the only city that does that. Lots of cities have prides at different times of the year. Particularly, I know that Palm Springs Pride, which is also very large, happens in November because that's just much nicer weather.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I would imagine so. And so that is, and honestly too, I always thought it was kind of interesting that any sort of like celebration in that regard, not just necessarily Pride, but any sort of celebration that is sort of confined to a certain month. I find it interesting when people do move them out throughout the year because it should be spread out throughout the year, right? Like,
yeah.
We
And
should be
so
thinking about this stuff all the time.
this is our Pride Week for Silicon Valley. But it should be, as you say, it's spread out, and it's kind of visibility and inclusion is important all year long. It's not just as the corporations do. Let's paint rainbows on our products for a month and sell to that community. So it is becoming more and more spread out.
Yeah. Well, and when was your very first Pride? When's the first time you went to a Pride?
Oh, good question. I worked Pride before I went to Pride.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I came out very late in life. I don't know if you know that. So when I used to work the Prides well before I was out myself.
Right.
Wow.
And when you say work, like bartending, that sort of thing, or like working
production,
yeah.
Behind the scenes,
Gotcha.
training the bartenders or loading in the gear or things like that.
Yeah. Very cool.
So, and this year I'll be working with Silicon Valley Pride this weekend a little bit, helping them get things set up on Saturday morning, and then helping them clean everything and put it away on Sunday night.
Yeah. While they rest, relax.
Yes, while they rest, relax. Well, there are after parties. You know, the event ends at 6, but it doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop.
Yeah, it might stop on Tuesday.
It is it's a celebration. What I love about Silicon Valley Pride is I've been to San Francisco Pride and worked that one many times, and it's crowded and there's a lot of people because people come from all over the world to go to San Francisco Pride. And here it's more of a local family-friendly feel. Parents bring their kids. There's there's no problems with drag queen story hours or anything like that. It's just a very very inclusive, family-friendly event.
Yeah.
And particularly the parade. We have one of the largest parades in California.
Yeah.
And all of the corporations do participate in that parade. It starts at 10:30. It really is. It goes until noon. It's an hour and a half long.
Yeah. I went to the day event on Saturday last year at Plaza de Cesar Chavez, and I will say it was the first time I'd ever been to like I guess more of an enclosed Pride. Like I went to San Francisco Pride once, and it was so crowded that it was kind of hard to really see anything because I'm a small troll, you know. But it's I will say that here in the one downtown here, those day events are really something. And I was thoroughly entertained. I had a really good time. And it's not, and that's the thing is that it's not just for people who identify as LGBTQ. It's
Correct.
for the community to become part of that, right?
Yeah, and it's a safe space for everyone,
Yeah.
right? It's a place where you can go and just be comfortable. There are people who just like to dress up, and so they will get all dressed up and go to these things. I was talking about that off topic a little bit. I was talking with somebody else. We never dress up in this town.
No, we don't.
In San Jose, except furry weekend. But other than that,
Oh yeah,
other
furry
than,
weekend is
I'd like to
wild.
see more get dressed up kind of events.
Yeah.
When I work in New York City events, everybody gets dressed up. You know.
Yeah. Well, I will say this though. I will say young people are much better at it than us old folks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You're right.
They are a lot better at it because there are, it happens 4 or 5 times a year where I'll be home. I'll head downtown, go get some coffee or something, and someone will go by in either dressed as an anime character or a furry or what have you. And I'm just like, oh, what weekend is it? Oh yeah, that's right. It's this weekend. And so fanime and all that stuff it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and so I think this weekend is going to be a blast as well.
Yeah, and it's I invite everybody to just come and check it out. It's just come and experience it with your friends and neighbors, and it's really it really makes you feel good about living in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, and if you know someone who goes each year, go with them. Go check it out. Like
absolutely.
It's
Go with a friend. Go with a gay friend. Go with a straight friend.
Go with family.
Go with your family.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank
Well,
you so
we'll
much,
definitely
Phil.
make sure to make it out there. All right. Thank you so much, Phil.
All right. We'll see you guys.
Thank you, Phil. Give it up for Phil one more time, folks. Mr. Downtown San Jose himself.
Yes.
I
So
tell you.
we have a musical act.
We do have a musical act.
Yes.
So, folks, I don't know, those of you here, I don't know if you know, but every Monday night downstairs, you go out the theater, right?
Yeah.
And then you go
5
out
points.
the door, and there's the alleyway, not going towards the parking lot, but the parking garage. But if you go down the alleyway toward Almaden, there's a back door to 5 Points. And if you go through that back door and go inside, you'll see that there is a jazz session every Monday night.
Yeah, supported
at
by
5 Points.
San Jose Jazz, right?
Yeah, and so we're excited because we actually we have our guest tonight is going to be performing at San Jose at 5 Points this evening
Right
as
after
part of
this.
San Jose Jazz and joining. Yeah, he's like we're getting him on now so that he can get over there to start his set over there.
Yeah.
But he's going to jump on with Drunk Monk here. And we're very excited. So, folks, please welcome to the stage Trevor Stohl from Character Select. Trevor!
All right, Trevor Stohl, everybody, and Drunk Monk.
smokes! Holy
Oh
smokes!
man, your saxophone is on fire.
I gotta ask you, Trevor. Are you out
Is it
of
hot?
breath?
Can I touch it? Oh!
Gotta be careful with that.
That's hot sax.
Yeah.
Wow.
You said it, buddy.
Wow. So okay. Well, first and foremost, wait. Were you mic'd? Is this thing mic'd?
No. You had
Oh,
the
okay.
microphone
So,
right here,
gotcha. Okay. I was wondering. I was like, man, that's so like what? What? Do you, well, because sometimes because there's also mics. I don't know. People don't realize it, but there are mics here too.
Yeah, okay.
Hanging from the ceiling. So you sounded really great with Drunk Monk, or should I say Drunk Monk sounded really good. You all sounded good together.
Yeah.
But you have another project that you do. You also play with 7th Street Big Band.
Yeah.
I do
What
play
else
the
do you
7th
do?
Street Big Band, yeah. So my main thing is I have my own video game band. It's called Character Select. We recently played at a video game music convention a month ago called MagWest. It's a music and games convention.
Oh.
We actually partnered with the 7th Street Big Band. We did all these big band charts. It was an awesome show.
Oh.
No, that was an amazing experience with that.
MagWest is fun.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite song to play? A video game song.
Aw.
There's gotta be. There's gotta
Okay,
be
name
one.
3 that you always have a good time playing.
I hope they're all themed to Smash Brothers.
I do. Well, our theme song is characters from the original Super Smash Bros. I throw all the Smash Bros. Songs in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's that one. There's a song everyone loves called DJ KK's from Animal Crossing.
Oh, okay.
I do that with I have another instrument called an iwi. It's an electronic wind instrument.
Ooh.
And I hook that up to a vocoder, so I'm singing the lyrics to the song.
Wow. Like the one you see on the internet where you have a little thing and a little mouth on the bottom.
Maybe. Oh no, that's an automaton. No, this is
Automaton.
literal microphone that I put up to myself.
Okay.
It's, think like a talk box, but it just controls different.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, my bad.
Yeah.
There's a '90s singer, guy. There was a guy, Tony Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, similar thing with you blowing the tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that, and then so mine is it's a microphone instead. I have that hooked up to a separate pedal.
Oh.
And I'm controlling the pitch of my. But yeah, same thing.
This is
similar thing,
riveting
I'm controlling the
conversation
pitch
for
of my
all of
voice.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. No.
Yeah.
I like technical stuff.
Yeah.
It's my fault. It's really.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have that band. I also am in another band called Funky Man. We just played at San Jose Jazz Summerfest a couple weeks ago. We also just dropped our first single. It's called Friend Zone. Go check that out. It's on all the streaming services.
Yeah, I heard the friend zone is very popular nowadays.
Yeah.
So now, Trevor, you're playing downstairs over at 5 Points. Are you playing with anyone else?
Yeah, so we're playing with a band. In fact, my good friend Dylan Escudero is the one leading at this time. He's the guitarist in all the characters like and in Funky Man.
Okay.
So we're gonna be playing in 20 minutes.
Oh, awesome.
Down at 5 Points. So if you're in the area, please come check that out.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Usually what we'll do is we'll come up, we'll chat. And then you play a song, then we'll come up, we'll chat, and then we'll let you play one more. Do you have time for maybe one more, or do you got to get going?
I can do a quick one, super quick.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. All right, Trevor
All right,
Stohl,
give it for
everyone.
Trevor. Yo, give it up for Trevor, man.
Thank you, Trevor. Give it up for Trevor Stohl,
Trevor Stohl, everybody. Go check him and all his bands out. I feel like...
So on the screen, we got his handle for his Instagram.
Check him
for
out.
his group, Character Select Band. So please go support them if you're on Instagram.
Yeah.
Also, if you're on Instagram, you should follow Off Night Show as well.
Yeah.
And Tabard Theatre also, so that you will know what else is coming up here. A lot of good shows, a lot of cool shows coming up here at the Tabard.
I also feel like
Yeah.
Trevor sells power tools, so holler at him for that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that.
I don't either.
Okay.
No one does.
It's fine.
It's all right. But can we give it up for? Well, let's cheer for Trevor as he makes his way, his escape. Have a good set tonight, Trevor. Thank you.
All right.
Can we also give it up for Drunk Monk for keeping up with, giving him a little back end there? You guys are the fucking best. You know that?
Me and Drunk Monk have a secret plan.
What's that?
I can't tell you. It's a secret. It's a secret plan. I'm not supposed to tell the plan? Okay.
Well,
my
all
bad.
I know is that now I want Trevor and Drunk Monk to follow me around downtown San Jose, just
Yeah.
playing, you know? Yeah.
Like
And
music.
I just wander around like that last track kind of I was getting vibes of the Pink Panther theme song.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think that would sound really good.
Yeah.
So our next guest.
Our next guest actually is a wonderful comic does a lot of shows all around the Bay Area
And beyond.
And beyond. And I want to welcome them and make sure that you guys know that they also do a show called Good Medicine. is a thing that they do where they bring out native comedians to various locations throughout the Bay Area. We're hoping to have them come here, but I would love to see that. But let's give it up for the wonderful and delightful
Jackie Keliiaa.
Keliiaa, everybody.
Woo-hoo!
All right, all right. Hello, everybody. Excited to be here with you all. Give it up for the band. You guys are killing it. Like, you guys are just killing it. Trevor Stohl was killing it on the saxophone. Like, he was playing, and I was like, man, he fucks, you know? I was like, and then he started talking about Animal Crossing, and I was like, maybe not. Hey, there's a lot of nerds here tonight. I'm not trying to shame anybody. I'm part nerd myself. I like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is my shit. Anyone play that game? MVC 3. All right, cool. Hey everybody, so excited to be here. So can I tell you about a date that I went on recently? Anyone want to hear about that? Okay, cool. I'm single. Do we have any single folks out here in the house? We got any single folks? Okay, a couple of y'all. Yeah, I date men. That's the perfect response to that, actually. That's perfect. Yeah, I just haven't met the right woman yet, you know? She could be out there, you know? She could be here tonight, everybody. Yeah, so I went on a date recently, and it's hard putting myself out there. Have you guys heard this phrase? Putting yourself out there. Putting yourself out there. It's like, it's stressful, right? You got to go meet a stranger and have conversation, all right? My girlfriend said, hey, Jackie, don't get nervous about it. Don't think about it as a date. Think about it as collecting data. You're just finding out what you want, right? And I said, okay. So I get this date, all right? Get this date. Dude is 15 minutes late, okay? And as soon as he sits down, his phone blows up. It's all these messages coming in being like, ETA 10 minutes, so sorry, running late. I said, what happened here? He was like, oh, I've got bad reception. I said, what do you got, Boost Mobile? He said, no, Cricket. And I was like, wow. So I went out there. I collected the data. I realized in that moment I need T-Mobile and above. That's what we're doing, folks. Got to set standards. Have to. Got to set standards, yeah. But it is good, though. I appreciate being out there in the dating world now because, honestly, I wasn't even on the apps until 2020. I wasn't on the apps until 2020. I was like, I'm sure the most well-adjusted people are out there right now, you know? So I remember when I set up my Tinder account, I got my first message. I was so excited. I opened it. It said, why don't you come over and ride my face? I was like, wow, if that's your opener, what's your closer? You just fucking murder me? Yeah, didn't go on that date. Got to stay safe, folks. Got to stay safe. But it was hard, though, because it was 2020, right? We had no vaccine, you know? Like, we didn't know what was happening. It was a very scary time. Every time we were meeting a stranger, we were just rolling the dice. We were raw dogging the world, folks, you know? So I set up a rule for myself when I was dating in 2020. I was like, hey, I'm going to do a FaceTime date to start because I have to ask myself the important questions. Is this dick to die for? Turns out no, none of them. No, but the most memorable FaceTime day, the dude was the one who set the date and the time. And I said, okay, I'll be there, right? Pick a cute corner of my studio apartment, put on makeup, put on a bra, big commitment in 2020, okay? And he's distracted. He kind of keeps looking up all over. I said, what are you doing? He was like, oh, I'm watching the football game. I said, oh, hell no. I said, what game is this? He's like, oh, it's the Raider game. I said, why the suspense? We know how this ends. Yeah, I'm out in Oakland. That's where I live. I'm an East Bay girl. I'm in Oakland. We got any folks from Oakland out here? Anybody? No? Okay. They're like, no. You know, I just spent a whole week in the woods, folks. I was like having the end of my summer vacation. I was out in the woods, nothing out there, you know, not a lot of reception. And it was hard to sleep at night because it was so quiet, okay? So quiet. So I had to turn on my soundscapes, you know. It was a city soundscape. Just a bit of gentle horn honking, you know, the sound of like a soft sawing of a catalytic converter getting stolen from a Prius, you know, out like a light, you know. It was beautiful. It was wonderful getting my sleep in the woods. Yes, yeah. I'm stressed. Do we have any folks who are stressed in the house? Anybody? Yes, stressful, right? Yeah, it's funny because I didn't find out from my doctor. No, I didn't find out from my therapist. I found out from my dentist. Yeah, that's how you know it's bad, if it's in your mouth, you know? Yeah, turns out that I grind at night. Do we have any grinders in the house? Anyone who grinds at night with the impending doom of our planet? Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I grind at night, and so I have to wear a mouth guard now. It's the sexiest part of my late 30s is what I mean to say. You know, and my dentist was like, Jackie, you've got to keep that mouth guard in every night, sleep with it religiously. And I said, okay, I'll do it. You know, but sometimes you have a house guest over, right? You know, sometimes you do, and you still gotta keep those teeth in your mouth. So I gotta put the mouth guard on, and I'm like, let's do this. You know, you gotta be a good host after too. You gotta ask how everything went. You know, so I'm just like, so how was it? Okay, that was a gross joke. I get it. There's a lot of saliva involved. Yeah. Yeah, but I've been looking at my past, like my dating past, and in my 20s, folks, I dated a lot of dudes with sort of daddy issues. Do we have any folks like that in the room tonight? Daddy issues? Yeah. Like all the dudes I dated in my 20s, they had one of the triple A's, okay? Like an alcoholic dad, an absent dad, or an asshole dad. One dude, all three. Fucking bingo, okay? And here's the thing, if you're ever in an argument with a dude like that, like the best way to like shut it down is just call him by his dad's name, you know? You're in the middle of an argument and you're just like, okay, Gary. Shuts it down. Is it fair? No, but does it work? 100% of the time. I'm just saying, keep that in your back pocket next time you need a W, folks, you know? I'm reporting from the trenches what that's like, yeah. But in 2020, I did connect with a dude. I was really excited, and I told my girlfriend about him, and she was like, Jackie, he doesn't sound single. You got to hit him with the questions. So here we are. We're at Lake Merrick. We're having a little picnic. Banter's going back and forth. Things are doing really well, and then I ruin it. I was like, are you available, and are you interested in dating? To which he responds, suffice it to say that the answer to that question is that it is complicated. I was like, what a wordsmith, you know, like what a master of the English language, because that's the most long-winded way anyone's ever said, no, I'm not single, you know? So I took him home. Don't judge me, it was a lonely time, folks. It was 2020, all right, a lonely time. I was on this whole like break my back and my heart kind of thing. It was a time. Okay, the rest of you, all saints. No one's toxic in the room. Get out of here. That's okay. Just me. All right, fine. No, it's fine. But I've been in therapy. Do we have any folks in therapy in the house? Anyone doing that? Therapy's cool. Therapy's good. I've been looking at my sibling dynamics lately. That's what we've been unpacking in the Barney bag. Do we have any folks that have like a lot of siblings? I'm the youngest of 4. Do we have any? Got some siblings over here. Okay, all right. Who's the eldest in the family? Where are the eldest kids at? All right, eldest kids. Yeah, you guys, guinea pigs. Parents, no clue what they were doing. Made a lot of rules. Didn't expect anyone to follow them, just you know. But you're fine. You're not bitter. You know, you're like well-adjusted, you know. The eldest in the house, like typically they either leaned into all the responsibility or they did all the drugs. You know, like you went one way or the other. Someone's like, I'm on the drugs tonight. Hey, judgment-free zone. Do what you got to do. It's cool. It's cool. What about the babies in the house like me? Who are the littlest ones in the house? The babies. Yeah, we didn't do shit. We got away with murder. Our parents were so tired by that point, they just kicked us out of the house and said, breathe. You know what I mean? There was not a lot of expectations for the babies in the house. They just want you to get through life, right? Like when Taylor Swift said, I'm the problem, it's me, like the babies in the house were like, oh yeah, I get that. I should call my sister. What about the middle kids? We got any middle kids in the house? Where are the middle kids? Yeah, you vindictive little turds. Yeah. See, the middle kids, parents are so busy with the eldest and the youngest, y'all are just kind of free-ranging, you know? You're doing your own thing. The middle kids are paying attention, and if they want to, they can deliver a devastating blow to their siblings, right? They're calculating. What I mean to say is they have the cheat codes, up, down, left, right, fatality, okay? So like in my family, my middle sister, she likes to mess with me. She always has something smart to say. So I walk in the house and I see my sister and she looks at me and she looks at my dad and then she looks at me and she looks at my dad and she's like, hey, Dad, is Jackie like the son that you never had? And then she walks away. And I was like, dick, you know? she just wanted to be mean that day. That's what she wanted to do. But here's the thing, she's not wrong, you know? Like, she's not wrong. Like, my dad, 4 daughters, no sons. But if he had a son, it's me, you know? Like, it's me. Like, when I was a kid and my dad was at work and there was no man in the house, like, it was my responsibility to kill the spider. I didn't want to do it, but my sisters forced me. They're like, go deal with it, Jackie. And I was raised around my grandfathers, right? They were World War II vets, okay? Very capable men. They knew their way around cars. They knew all kinds of stuff. So they taught me everything they knew. I know how to change oil. I can change tires. I drive stick shift, folks. Like, I'm really into it, right? Yeah, I'm very capable. I'm a very capable woman. And that's why a lot of you men, you just ain't shit, you know? Like, a lot of you men, so much to be desired. I was on a date once and like my car was acting up and the dude was like, hey, how do I open the hood? I was like, get out of my car. You know, like all of a sudden I turned into Tony Soprano, you know, and I popped him on the back of his neck like he was my son, okay? I was like, can't date this dude, right? I was like, what are you gonna do, code this tire back on? You know, it's rough dating in the Bay. There's just so many software engineers, my God. I'm like, I need someone with hard skills. I don't need you to fucking code your way through life, come on. Someone in the back, it's really hitting. You date a lot of software engineers. Yeah, you do. It's okay. Hey, it happens to the best of us. It's the Bay. What can we do? Silicon Valley. There's only so far, right? But it's funny because there was a time, you guys, when I lived in Oklahoma. Okay, has anyone been to Oklahoma before? Anybody? You're like, yeah, we don't stop there. Okay, we got a couple people over here. Here's the thing, I was working for a tribe, so it was actually pretty fun out there. So I was working for a tribe out there. I was living in a small town. I mean, the buffalo were my neighbors, folks. I was on the freaking prairie, okay? And here's the deal, who's in Oklahoma? The motherfucking cowboys, okay? There was only one place to get lunch in town, in this very small town, and that was Subway sandwiches. And the cowboys, they're all there, all right? They're wearing leather, you know, like not in a kinky way, but also not in a kinky way. You know, they got their hats on and they got the spurs and they're walking around. They say ma'am and they tip their hat. It's so hot. I mean, these are the dudes who can like chop down a tree and build you a fire, okay? It was so hot. I was like, okay, Oklahoma, I see you. So I go up there, I order my sandwich and I'm like, I'll take a foot long, please. Double meat. Okay. All right. That's all right. But what happens, like, my contract ends, right? And I'm here with all these, like, hot, very capable men, right, in Oklahoma, and then I have to, like, fly home. And then I'm here at SFO, right? I get off the plane. It's nothing but a sea of software engineers. They're all pale. You know the guy, like, with the hoodie, and he's got, like, a little logo in the corner? You know, like, he rides a unit wheel, like, unironically, that dude. I was like, oh, no, now I got to fuck Matt. Don't fuck Matt, folks. Is Matt here tonight? You here tonight, Matt? There's a lot of dudes that were really tight during that set. I'm so sorry. I came for you. I had to. You know what I mean? Like, you probably drive an automatic. But anyway, I'm so sorry. See, the women love this because they're like, yeah, we feel it. We know what that is. We know what that is. But I've been finding myself getting hit on lately by dudes in athleisure wear. Are folks familiar with this, athleisure wear? For those of you who don't know, it's sweats. Sweats. Looks like you're going to the gym. Never been to the gym. No intention. A single drawstring holds the whole outfit together. You know, if you pull on it, everything falls straight to the floor. It's frustrating though, right? Because I'm like, can you try? You know? So for folks in the room, just a bit of sage advice from Jackie here. Dress for the pussy that you want. Thank you. Yeah, not the pussy that you are. All right, I love to end on a groan. Thank you so much, you guys. You're great.
Folks, give it up
That's
for
my time.
Jackie Keliiaa.
right.
Thank you, Meredith.
We're going to sit down and we're going to interview you. Grab your microphone. It's okay. We're going to have a good time. Hey, give it up for Jackie once again, everybody.
Hot up here. Oh my God.
Sweet science of life.
That's
So,
why we have fans on
I know. I'm like, my God.
so how long have you been doing the comedy?
Oh, God, I started in 2011, so it's been over a decade now. My God.
It's kind of weird, huh? You're like,
It's weird.
You're like, here's the thing that at one point, well, okay, actually, let me ask this. How nervous were you, if at all, when you first got up to do stand-up?
Oh, I was insanely nervous. I drank like 3 beers. Don't recommend it. And I remember it took me 2 years to get up, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching the local comedy scene. I started at Brainwash in San Francisco.
Oh, shout out Brainwash.
Yeah, shout out to Brainwash, R.I.P. It was it was basically a cafe / bar / laundromat that ran comedy 5 nights a week for 18 years.
Yeah, the burgers were okay.
Yeah, the food was okay. The scene was interesting. It was in South of Market, so you had everybody in there, but that's
And
where...
their cousin.
Yes, exactly. And then people were anyway, that's where you learned how to do comedy, and so I started there. It was an interesting scene. Did you guys go there? Did you guys go check out Brainwash?
I've been there a couple of times. One of the times that I went, if anybody remembers The Real World.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys remember Real World Seattle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Irene?
Yeah,
Is she the-
I think
The
so,
lady
yeah.
that slapped the black dude?
Yes, in a hot tub, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe she had Lyme disease. I don't know why
Yeah,
I know
she
that
had-
storyline.
She did have
She
Lyme.
did, right?
She did have Lyme disease. I think she blamed the Lyme disease for slapping this dude. And she was doing comedy there when I was there.
No way.
It was
hilarious.
terrible.
I'm sure it was bad.
She's not a good person.
I remember she was like, I got a fat ass. Like, she was really excited about
Yeah,
it.
well,
And I was like, it wasn't
what?
that fat. But anyway.
I remember from The Real World her hitting on the gay dude, and I was just like, this is not gonna work.
Yes. What was his name? Was it
Steven, I
Pe-
think.
Oh, okay.
No, that's San Francisco.
Okay,
That's Real World San Francisco.
I'm thinking Pedro. Okay, sorry,
my
I'm
bad.
getting my Real World. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
young people in the back. They're like,
That
what's
was-
that?
Even
That
is
was
this-
a Real World that put Real World on, though. So Real World San Francisco, I feel like.
Yeah.
That one in L.A., but we can
Yes.
talk about that all day.
Yeah.
That's a rhyme.
I will say I did go to Seattle recently this year. I went
Oh.
in February, and I caught a fish in Pike's Place. And it was because of Real World Seattle that I was like, this is a dream. I better make it happen. And
It was
happened.
in the beginning credits.
Yeah, you catch the fish, and it says Real World Seattle.
One, one thing I do want to say, I have to say this about Real World Seattle,
Yeah.
is that the lead singer of the band Harvey Danger, you know the song
Yeah.
Flagpole Sitta?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So he wrote for The Stranger in Seattle, which is one of their arts weeklies.
Okay.
Right? I think it was The Stranger. And so they started a campaign, The Stranger started a campaign where they gave away free T-shirts that said, "This is not the real world." And while the real world was filming in Seattle,
Yeah.
everyone would try to get into a background scene, a shot. Like they would try to get in the shot and be like, this is not the real world. And I just thought that was so awesome. you
That's
know?
a
Very punk.
stellar marketing campaign.
And there was
Yeah.
so many shots they couldn't use because somebody got in their
Oh.
shot.
They did
That's
it hard. Yeah.
But back to you,
Oh.
the far more important, far more important topic here. You're native,
Uh-huh.
and you are part of you helped put together a tour, a show of other native comics. And I have to say, even I've noticed, I watch a lot of comedy on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so I ended up going and watching a whole bunch of the comics that were on that show because of you, because of that show.
Love it.
And it's fantastic. I mean, some really hilarious folks
Yeah.
on that show. How hard, seriously, how hard would it be for us to get that show here in the Tabard Theater?
I mean, I know the producer and the host. You guys should just start the conversation. It's
Boom.
me. It's me.
Boom.
Yeah, no, I would love to bring it here. Good Medicine started in 2020. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. Good Medicine, it started in 2020 as a fundraiser for tribes impacted by COVID-19. We had a bunch of big names on the show, but we also, the whole purpose of it was to feature Native comics and also raise money for Indian country. And we got our first ever live show at the California Shakespeare Theater in Orinda. We sold out our first show and we've been going strong since. So we actually have a show coming up. Can I plug it?
Yes,
Oh, for
please.
sure. That's why you're here.
September 16th at the Oakland Museum. We've got a great lineup. It's me hosting. We've got Sienna East. She's a writer, and you guys have seen her on these Sex Lives of College Girls on HBO. We have Mark Yaffe. He has a Showtime special, and we also have Tatanka Means. He's going to be in the upcoming Martin Scorsese film Killers of the Flower Moon that comes out in October. So we got a fantastic lineup. It's going to be super fun. It's a very picnic style kind of hang. You just bring your blankets, bring your food, check it out. It's going to be fun.
Oakland Museum on September 16th.
Yes.
And what's the website that folks can go?
Museumca.org. Just go ahead and check out the events page, and you can find the link for Good Medicine Comedy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
San Jose loves Oakland, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. San Jose definitely loves Oakland.
And I love San Jose.
And I've performed in a show with you here in San Jose. How what places? I mean, you live in the East Bay.
I'm in Oakland, yeah.
You're in Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
What are spots that you love performing in the Bay Area?
Oh, I have a lot of favorites. I mean, there's a lot of like the reality is at this level we have a lot of bar shows. So like this is actually like a huge upgrade, guys. There's lighting, there's sound, there's like a whole like I got here and I was like, okay, you guys, this is really fun.
Focused and attention.
I know there's people who are there's not like a Warriors game on that everyone's distracted by. That's what we're used to sometimes seeing that. So I love Mad Oak. Mad Oak is a bar in downtown Oakland. I run a Wednesday show there every Wednesday at 8:30. That's a fun room. It is a bar, but they're super engaged, and we have a very dedicated audience, a lot of regulars that come through for that. And I also, Copper Spoon's fun. That's on Broadway in Oakland. It's just a very chill vibe. It's a small...
they have an alcoholic turmeric drink.
Yes, they do. They got a lot of good food there. They're very good food there. I like that. It's a good date spot, too, just plugging that.
Me and my lady, Copper Spoon is the reason why I'm married.
Really? Did you meet
100%.
there?
Yeah, our first date was at the Copper Spoon.
Good.
Really?
I've taken some dates at the Copper Spoon. I'm always like,
Yeah.
okay, there's comics there, so if the guy's a weirdo, I can be like, help me, you know, like I can blink twice and get out of there. Yeah, but I love those venues. Another one that I like, there's the Golden Squirrel, which is also a Wednesday night show. These are all like shows these are all DIYs, and I do love Don't Tell shows. Do you guys do the Don't Tells?
Have you done Don't Tell?
They're so fun. Yeah. So Don't Tell, can I plug Don't Tell?
Yeah,
Is
do
that
it.
in conflict of interest? Don't Tell
No,
is
it's fine.
okay, cool. Don't Tell is like it's kind of a speakeasy vibe in that you literally don't know the location of the venue until the day of the show. So it's kind of got like this little exclusive vibe to it, but they have the most interesting venues. I did a show in Los Gatos recently in a residential neighborhood. Okay, what? And it was like this fat house and people just opened it up to us and it was a really fun backyard show. I was like, who knew? And they have, good setup, and so it's a really full-fledged professional setup, but it's also like in a backyard. Or one time there was like a commune in Oakland. I was like, okay, what's happening here later? You know?
Snap.
Yeah, but they have such interesting venues. I did a show in Santa Rosa at the Flamingo Hotel, super cute little hotel. So the Don't Tell shows are really fun because you can go all over in the Bay, and they're just very engaged audiences with super unique environments. Fun place. Yeah.
There's a similar organization to that called So Far Sounds. So Far stands for Sounds from a Room. And it's similar, but it's musicians and poets in someone's house, in someone's backyard. Ooh. So it's a very similar concept, right? Cool. You don't know the venue and you don't know who's going to be performing until like the day of or the day before. Yeah. Right? You get an email saying like, go to this address. Buy your tickets here. But you buy the tickets before you have any info. But you generally know it's going to be a good show. Yeah.
Oh, totally. And the Don't Tells are always solid. They always have folks who have credits like Comedy Central, etc. So it's fun to get on those shows. And but those are also part of my favorite too, because I'm like, where am I headed today? Like what's
so now if you're doing a Don't Tell show, you can't promote it, can you?
No.
So no one necessarily knows if they're going to see you at a Don't Tell show.
Yeah, no one knows. And I could probably promote to like a couple of friends and be like, hey, at this house.
Yeah.
But like I can't get out there and for comics, like I don't know if you guys feel this pressure at all, but I feel like we have to show what we're doing for the other comics to see. Do you guys feel that pressure?
Yeah. Like anytime you're booking something, they say, "Hey, send us your clip," and I'm like, I don't want to.
Right?
Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's good enough. Like I can't tell for myself because I'm so judgy of my clip. I'll look at it and be like, I did like 900 mistakes, and then I'm like, I don't want to send this to anybody. I'm embarrassed.
I hear you. So like when we're trying to book shows, we always have to send a tape to somebody. It's like usually 5 to 10 minutes, and it's like your best stuff. You're like really doing it. Yeah. I get stressed out whenever anyone's up there and presses record right before I go up. I just freeze. So my tape is from 2019. I need to get a new one. Like Sketchfest apps are due in a couple weeks, and I'm like, let me record my set.
Well, your set tonight was shot in 4K.
Oh, really? Okay, maybe I can get a copy. That would be lovely. Thanks, guys.
Not a problem. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My forte is poetry and spoken word, performance poetry, funny poetry, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't worry about it. I'm just like, you want me? You want to see something I've done? Here, boom, take it. And I don't. It's weird because I feel like poets tend to be a lot more confident in performance. Spoken word artists tend to be a lot more confident in terms of what they're doing, and I don't know why that is, because most of them shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's false.
I have an EDM punk hip hop album coming out in March. It's gonna be awesome.
That's so many genres. What would that even sound like?
I know. I want to hear what that would sound like right now.
I don't know. It's like a Johnny Cash and I'm gonna blend Johnny Cash and what is
Skrillex?
that? Do you believe
Diplo?
in life after love?
Cher?
The remix
Cher.
version. Yeah, there you go. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that and Hurt. And
There you go.
Do you believe in rings of fire? Yeah.
boom.
Oh my goodness. So I wanted to ask you. So our next segment is Dear Dudes, where we give relationship advice, career advice, parenting advice,
Yeah,
that
we
sort
do
of
that.
thing.
Okay, cool.
And so we don't. And the beauty of it is that we don't need to really know anything about it.
Okay,
In order to
cool.
give that
All
advice.
right.
And the segment
Let's
is called
do it.
Dear Dudes, and for the first time ever, we've asked someone to join us to help give the advice. So
Yeah.
Jackie
Yay!
Keliiaa is going to give us advice. Gentlemen, you can play something very light and kind of like
Splish splash. I was taking it
inspiring,
back.
inspiring, and maybe like like half a tab of acid,
Yeah.
like that kind of
Just a
thing.
half tab,
Just a half tab.
not a full.
Yeah, not a whole one. So now what we need is folks out there to raise their hands if you have something that you would like advice on. Meredith, our manager on duty, is going to come over to you with the microphone so you can ask that question right now. Does
Just
anyone
raise
need
your
any
hands
sort of
if you have
advice?
any questions at all about anything.
Hey, let's
we
move
can
a little.
help you with
let's move a little
your
closer.
situationship.
Let's move a little closer because I think
or relationship, or like if your boss is being weird, we can give you advice on that.
Or maybe you're thinking of moving away and you want to know
should I buy a
where
moose?
should you live? That
Can
sort
you
of
buy
thing.
a moose?
Can you buy a moose?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You might be able to. People own otters.
People own otters, but
Right.
that's the thing, right? Did they rescue the otter? Like it'd be really hard to
yeah.
rescue a moose.
Yeah, no, it would be hard to rescue a moose. That's
Have
true.
you ever seen a live moose?
No, I would be terrified too because they are very dangerous.
Yeah.
Any questions? Okay.
I saw one. Yes.
Life. There we go. Hey. All
All
right.
right, we got one. What is your name? What is your first name?
My name's Zach.
What's
Zach.
up,
Hi, Zach.
All
Hi.
right.
So
Give it up for
we've got a
brave Zach.
birthday in the audience. How do you celebrate a birthday without celebrating the person? They don't want to be celebrating themselves.
Oh, it's your birthday, Zach?
It's not my birthday.
No, wait, hold on. So,
confused.
Can you restate the question?
So it's someone in the audience's birthday.
Okay.
And they do not want to be celebrating
Okay.
themselves.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
How
They
do
don't
you,
wanna-
How do you do that? Teach us, please, dear dudes.
Okay.
Okay, let's think this through.
Let me start. I'll start. All right.
Okay.
I think honestly, and this is just this. So I'm a person who was really, really into. I think I grew up being teased mercilessly in school every single day, and I made 0 to 1 friends over the course of like the first 10 years I was in school. And it wasn't until I started paying very close attention to friends, people who were becoming my friends, and I would like memorize details about, Atu's birthday is November 3rd,
Ooh.
and I
I'm a
started
Scorpio.
memorizing everybody's. When's your birthday?
March 30th, Aries.
And your mom's
My
birthday?
mom's November 3rd.
My dad's is November 2nd, and my stepmom's is November 1st.
Oh, so you have a
Yeah.
lot of what are those Scorpios?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And I've dated so many Scorpios. But so here's the deal, right? So for the longest time, I was the guy before Facebook, I was the guy who knew everyone's birthday.
Wow.
And so I could go up to all my friends and be like, hey, happy birthday, I got you a card, or here's $5, or, can I borrow 7 instead of 10, And so I would, and I really kind of prided myself on that. And I realized that was more about me. It wasn't about the person who was celebrating the birthday, right? And so now in my Google Calendar, all I have in there are people who I want to celebrate their life. And so leading up to their birthday, I might do something a little more special and make it really just a one-on-one thing. Yeah. And I think we have to be careful about, because there are people who don't like celebrating their birthday because of whatever that triggers, maybe there's a trauma there or something.
There could be definitely
Yeah,
trauma.
I used to hate my birthday. Like, I had a pretty traumatic event that happened to me back in 2013 that happened like right down the street, and since then I've been kind of like birthday adverse, you know. So every year or my birthday now, I just go out of town for a couple of days. And I like the Facebook messages and stuff like that, but I don't want to. I'm not doing birthday parties no more, bro. I'm going on vacation.
I'm
so
of
take
the
that
mind,
person on vacation. That's what I recommend.
I look at it like this. So I have this. My philosophy is this: that birthdays, like my own birthday, should be the day where I celebrate all the people I love. Because I am glad to be alive. I'm happy to be here. And so I feel like I can't afford to give presents to everyone I love on my birthday. But that's the day where I'm going to invite everyone to come and like let me celebrate them on my birthday. Yeah. That way I'm not putting any attention on them on their birthday if they don't want it, you know?
P. Diddy throws a party for himself on his birthday.
And so I know the people who like celebrating their birthday. I know who those folks are, and I've kept track of those folks, and they're the ones in my Google Calendar. The ones who are like iffy about it, I'm kind of like, you know, like, hey, I love you, you know? But I don't make a big deal out of it because they really legitimately don't want a big deal out of it. So I would celebrate the person you're talking about whose birthday it is today, celebrate them on your birthday.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm a twin. So I've always had to share my birthday.
Yeah.
Everything, every decision. During the pandemic, she didn't want to do any indoor dining, so I had to like select venues that had outdoor options. So I'm the opposite. Like, you want to celebrate your friends on your birthday? Fucking celebrate me on my birthday. You know? Like I'm like I will show up at my job so I can get free cake, folks. You know, like I want people to sing to me. Like, I'm the opposite of your friend. But I think in this instance, to respect your friend's boundaries, I think like do something like really fun, like. I mean, you probably already know what they like, but like maybe it's a care package. Maybe they love playing Animal Crossing and eating these very specific snacks. And like maybe they love this one boba joint. I don't know. And like just show up one day and have it on their front porch. Like that would be a vibe. Like I would be like, oh my God, thank you for like letting me celebrate myself, but doing so in a way that doesn't make me feel uncomfortable publicly. You know, because I feel like that's the vibe, is that it's an uncomfortable publicly kind of thing. Is that it? Yeah. Okay.
I have a friend that used to kidnap their partner for their birthday. It wouldn't tell them what they were going to do. It would just take them like on a day trip, and it would be awesome. So I don't know. There's lots of things.
I would love someone to whisk me away and be like, we're going on this cool trip that's planned just by what you like, you know?
Yeah, I would say cool. make it as one-on-one as you possibly can.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah.
That's a good. Does that answer your question? Done deal. Hard emoji.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you for that question.
Who has another question? We want to do a couple more. Everybody. I know this guy has a question right here. I don't know why I'm pointing at him.
No.
Any other questions?
Anybody in a row in the back there got a question for us?
Retirement plans, 401k.
Right, we got one over here.
Nice.
And what is your first name?
Hi, I'm Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Hello.
What's your question, Sam?
How do you know when you're ready for marriage?
Ooh. Can I start?
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm technically the only one married here, and I'm recently married. Recently married. I don't know. Actually, Mighty Mike Mcgee married us, so give it up for that. That was pretty nice.
I've officiated 18 weddings.
Yeah, I was the 18th. You got a 19 coming up, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I knew like 4 months in when I was with this person. Like I knew pretty early on, and then it was just kind of like taking those steps, you know, like with the person, like and over communicating. Like if your communication is good, it's best to like start the dialogue whenever you feel ready to start it, because you can't get anywhere if you don't start somewhere, you know. And keep that communication going up, because if you really want to marry this person, you're gonna find out very quickly whether or not they want to or not, based on those conversations. But once you have them and you feel strong and safe and you feel present, and this person honors you in every way, then I say do it. I tell everybody at my comedy shows, stay married. It's messed up out here for the single people. I'm telling you, it's a drag, B. So if you can find someone that like halfway, 85% is the coefficient. They 85% like you, you know, 85%. Like there's crust that there's shit that you're not. There's stuff I don't like about my lady. Like she doesn't. I shouldn't tell her, but
Don't do it in amplified sound.
No, I feel bad. No. It's not. But there's stuff that she doesn't like about me either. But then there's that 85% of like we can be around each other 100% of the time, 85% of the time.
So, like, I walked away from an engagement, so I also feel like I have some advice to impart here.
Good.
I got engaged to someone I had been dating for 4 years, I guess. And, our life plans were very different. Like, he was like, we get married, we have children, we buy a house, you know?
Ooh.
And I'm I'm a comic. Like, that sounds awful to me. Like, I don't know. I just, like, give me a 2-car garage in the suburbs. Bye. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not attractive to me. We had very different life paths, and unfortunately, I realized that this is my 20s, so that's what happened there.
Yeah.
I just didn't know exactly what I wanted, and I wasn't communicating what I needed. I kind of was like, sure. And there was a very clear message, because I remember when he asked me, I almost said no, but then I said yes. And so that's a great example. Anyone who has those thoughts, don't fucking get married. Don't do it. But I feel like that was a rough time breaking up. That was a hard breakup, but it has truly was part of my journey, and it was such a huge part of who I am today. And so, like, it's not a bad thing for that to happen, is what I mean. Like, don't feel like, oh, it's a failure, wah, wah. It's like, no, actually, this is the universe guiding you to who you're meant to be with. So anyway, if you have any pressures to do it because it's expected, get out of that and, just live your life and figure out who you are and what you want, so that you're happy at the end of the day,
Yeah. I like that. I think it's just like trusting your own emotions, really. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Sam.
I would just add, too, just that, remember that, like, some people say, like, it's not, a relationship is not 50-50, it's 100-100, right?
100.
And so you got to look at, like, the fact that there are going to be days where you come home, and I heard this from somebody else, but I think it's really good advice, and that is sometimes you come home and you only have 23% to give. And you come home and your partner only has 20% to give. And they're able to communicate that to you, and you're able to communicate with them. They only have 20%, you only have 23%. That's not enough to really keep going. But if you can handle them at their 20% and they can handle you at your 23%, you're probably going to be just fine. Because you've probably seen them. And I've done in ceremonies, I usually will have the couple getting married.
Yeah.
I will usually have them say, repeat after me, I have seen you at your worst and I've seen you at your best, and I choose both.
Ooh.
Right?
Oh, I love that.
And if you can take them at their worst, and they can take you at your worst, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, I said that to my lady at my wedding.
Because I told you to.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Good decision.
Yay.
Okay, questions.
Just really quick, out of curiosity, Mcgee, how many of your 17 are still married?
It's about the national average. I would say half of them have divorced.
Oh.
Yeah. But like the first one, the very first marriage I did, the very first wedding I did, was actually a couple who met in Chicago because I was going to be performing at a venue. I called my friend John a little late, and I was like, hey, I'm going to be at this venue. And he usually shows up if I tell him I'm going to be performing there. He gets there, and there's a woman waiting with him, sitting at a table with him when I get there. And I'm like, oh, hey, John, who's your friend? He goes, this is Audra. Or no, she had to introduce herself because he didn't remember her name.
What?
Like, how do you guys know each other? They had just met on the L train.
Aww.
And he was heading over to see me perform, and she was just like, had nothing to do, and started chatting him up on the train. And he didn't take the clue that she was just like, I'll hang out with you if you want, And I ended up marrying them 9 months later. And it was the first wedding.
Wow.
They had a daughter, and but they ended up splitting up within a couple of years. I know, but you know what though? Like, they have a kid, and I think they're relatively civil toward each other. But it's just like, that's the thing, right? Marriage is a strange thing, and I've thought about it a lot. So, Sam, if you want to talk a little bit more about it afterward, I'd be glad to.
Yeah.
Because there's, if you have any other deeper questions, feel free to ask.
Any other questions?
One last question. One more question. Anyone? All right, we can end it right there, folks. Can we please give a big round of applause for Jackie, Keliiaa?
Thank you. Give it up for these guys for making this happen. You guys are great.
Yeah.
We would definitely like to thank. We'd like to thank the staff here at the Tabard Theatre.
Yeah.
We love this place so much.
They work very, very hard to put on events for all of the artist community in San Jose, and they do a great job. The Tabard Theatre staff is amazing. Give it up for Stephanie, Greg, Meredith, Keliiaa, Donna, Jonathan.
Jonathan, we miss you. We hope you get better.
Yeah, get better,
we're so
get
sorry
better.
you're ill right now. We would also like to, Jake, go ahead and get that graphic ready.
Yeah.
We're very, very, we're so stoked to have a lovely, like, I don't know what we call it a partnership, but SJ Today is a really fantastic newsletter that will come to your inbox every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to let you know things that are happening, much like what we're trying to do, let you know things are happening in San Jose. Go to sjtoday.6amcity.com and subscribe to the newsletter, and you will find that they have great articles. There's news, there's all sorts of things, plus events, and we're lucky because the city editor Allison has been coming onto our show to let us know about events, much like Phil Maresca has been doing as well for the last year. And so we're lucky to have them come on the show and be a part of the show. So and I want to thank Atu Walker for being so handsome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I am one of the cutest men in San Jose. I'm also very married, so be careful with me. I'm safe.
I like that you're like, hey, everybody, I'm very attractive, but I'm not available.
Yeah,
Sorry. Let me reel that back in a little bit.
I feel weird about that, but check it out. We're so lucky to have this show. Give it up for the Alberto Grant.
The Alberto Grant has made it possible for us to pay our artists,
each and every
performers,
artist on the show,
and some of the staff here at the Tabard Theatre. So we're lucky to have some cash to be able to do that, and the Alberto Grant has made that possible. So thank you to the City of San Jose, Office of Cultural Affairs, and the folks that also made that possible for us. But also to
the Awesome Grant.
Thank you to the Awesome Foundation. They give out, I think quarterly, they give out $1,000 to people who are doing cool things in San Jose.
And we happen to be cool.
We happen to be cool, so they gave us $1,000. So thank you to the Awesome Foundation. If you are doing something cool in San Jose,
let us know.
You should let us know. You should tell us. You can go to offnight.com, fill out our form, and let us know, and we'll be glad to have you on as a guest for the show. We'd definitely like to thank Jackie once again for being a guest on this show. Hilarious. September 16th at the Oakland Museum. I believe it was museumca.org. Please go and support Native comedy and comedy in general. Wednesdays. Where's your Mad Oak?
Mad Oak, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Downtown Oakland.
Folks, my name is Mighty Mike Mcgee.
Atu Walker.
Please follow us on Instagram at Off Night Show. We love you. Give it up for Drunk Monk. They're gonna play us out, folks.